So we're gonna restart this one chapter. I actually think we're near the end. If we are, I was going to switch to Cooking Companion, but we might switch to the letter. Because then I don't have to completely switch my whole system out. Oh, whoops. We were gonna restart the whole chapter. And this is why, kids, we don't play when we're getting super sleepy. Because I am damned and determined to keep everybody alive. And we're not going to lose Jamie because I made a terrible decision. And I know, everybody's yelling at me. You should just stick with it. No, I'm not going to. I'm sticking with my guns on this.
Where the hell is Erin? Plan is to get to the lighthouse. She knows that. I'm worried about Erin. She's tougher than you give her credit for. What if she's hurt? If we go off book, we're just going to make things worse. Let's stick to the plan. What if she can't stick to the plan?
I'm gonna give her credit. Do we got like motion blur going on? I'm like, why are we moving so much?
I thought getting outside would make things better. Did you hear that? There's something out there. It's a forest. It could be anything.
Exactly. And yes, I'm not playing with Cam today. I'm still not feeling very well.
I wonder if he's got cameras out here too. Can you not freak me out any more than I already am?
So, besides, I don't really get jump scared too often. Like, when I did get jump scared, like, I pointed out I was jump scared because I watched my
This is
VOD
usually
back.
where you'd bring up the Topeka shit show. Give up Charlie's left nut to be in Topeka right about now.
But I'm still not feeling too good, so I don't want to be on camera. But I do want to finish this up. Also forgot. Hi, YouTube. Yes, I know. I left you guys with me reloading the scene. Sorry. Also sorry you guys didn't get the My Time at Porsche VOD. I don't know what the hell happened with Twitch, but it divided it down so weird. It split my VOD into 5 different video segments.
got it.
Well, not 5, 3. But it was weird. It was, well, most of the stream and then a 3-minute cutoff and then an 8-minute cutoff. It was really weird. So I've just decided to scrap my time at Portia. And I'll just continue playing it off stream. Whoops. And maybe use it on stream days I'm not feeling very good.
Holy fuck. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. His hand's been cut off. Before or after he died? How the hell should I know? This thing is juice.
But I do believe we're near the end of this, so that's exciting. And then for Halloween, I will be dressing up as Wednesday Adam, and we are going to play my favorite Dark Pictures anthology, which is Little Hopes. Little Hope. I will be streaming Halloween after I have to winterize the house because we're already getting snow. But I need my sister's help for it because with the two of us it goes so much smoother.
You hear that? What? Like... whimpering. Is that...
Hi, Link. It's fitting that Link would come running in when there's a dog moment.
Okay, hide.
Hi, Mama.
It's okay, boy.
Did you see Coco?
I won't hurt you.
She just sunbathing over there. She's got the warmest spot in the house. No matter what I do, I'm gonna have to stab the dog. Please don't tell me I have to stab the dog. Wait, I'm still gonna have to stab the dog? Either or? I don't want to stab the dog. I don't want to stab the dog. Don't make me stab the dog. I don't want to stab the dog. I don't want to stab the dog. Why? Why is this an option? don't. Guys, I don't want to stab the dog. So, do I have to? I can't. I guess we're losing someone. I can't murder the dog. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Get off the path. Hide.
Oh, we wouldn't know that.
Need a hand?
Oh, oh. Aaron, holy shit.
Oh
You're
no.
okay?
Oh no.
Aaron, I'm so glad you're okay. Give me a hand.
You're fine.
Where's Kate? Jamie? Have you seen them? Do you know where they are?
We got separated in the woods. I was too scared to stop and look. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay, Aaron. They'll get here.
I found a way inside. Come on.
Amazing. Well done, Aaron.
You're not coming with us.
What? Are you...
I heard your call with Dumet. You set this all up. You set us up to die.
Aaron, you are out of your mind. I would never... You know you can trust me.
70% of murderers kill somebody they know. Somebody who trusts them.
It's 79%. But I am not a murderer.
The last-minute trip, giving up our phones, a remote location, all part of the plan, wasn't it?
You're in shock and you're not thinking straight. I would never...
Mark, we need to tie him up until help gets here. He'll either stab us in the back or get Dumet to do it.
Erin, I would...
Quiet!
Aaron, whoa. I've worked with Charlie for a long time. He's a selfish control freak who'd fuck any of us over if he had to, but he's not a murderer.
I know what I heard.
I believe you, but maybe that's what you were supposed to hear. Look, I'll watch him. Promise.
You're both fucking mad.
Well, she did hear it. We did hear a recording of you saying that.
Let's figure out how to get this thing working.
Oh, it's so fucking dark. Oh, I forgot I have this. so fucking dark. I cannot see shit. I gotta move my chair. I cannot see shit here. It is so dark. I cannot see. And I don't even have any lights on or anything in my room, and it is so dark. It's the glare from the light from the living room. I can't see anything. Why do I have to play as the guy that doesn't have the good light? I suppose it's part of the plan. Hey, the ferryman. I can't see anything. That door doesn't open. I even scooted my chair back and I still can't see. Oh, there we go. I still can't see. I still can't see. Evidence, Chicago PD, evidence 1612 West State Street.
At 0600 hours, I, Officer Frank Hooper, discovered that one or multiple individuals had gained unauthorized access to the evidence room at 1612 West State Street. Among the missing items were assets recovered from the apartment of former FBI agent Hector Monday, including books, clothes, notes, surgical tools, and dental equipment. We are currently running with the theory that this was the direct result of souvenir hunters looking for a piece of memorabilia from the case. End of report.
The business card.
Mr. Dumas, I want my team dead. I'll get them to you this weekend. Just do it.
Can I go?
I never said any of that shit.
I'm certainly grateful to you, Mr. Dumas. I want my team dead. I'll get them there this weekend. Let's do it.
I'm such an idiot. I wanted this to work so much, I just accepted everything he said.
It's been edited. I'm such an idiot. Jesus, I'm a sound tech and I fell for it.
You're in shock. All of us are. Don't beat yourself up.
So, Erin,
I'm sorry, Charlie.
Okay. Every time I see stuff over like the old school Ghost, I think of Ludo. I wonder when that's gonna come out in full game. If it's came out in full game release yet. with
Looks
that.
like there may be another boat on the island.
No. It's rigged. Clarence, I thought I should write you with the news, as you haven't been to see me in 6 months. You have a son. I gave birth a few weeks ago. I need you back here. I can't do it. This is alone. My parents are helping me out, but very old now. Come, please, Clarence. Please. Why do we have something making so much fucking noise? I'm really hoping the wind is just blowing that door open and close.
Come on.
So can we move our hand? No. Okay, so now we have to figure out where to turn it on. Okay. This house is pitch black. It's impossible to see anything. Because I'm playing the one character who has the shittiest light, besides what's his bucket. Even his lighter does better light than this one does. Where's the other tube? It's so dark. No, I don't mind games that are dark. It doesn't bother me at all. But when I cannot absolutely see in front of my face, it makes me very annoyed, to be honest.
Ah! Son of a bitch. Give me a dog any day.
Mark, what the hell was that? You all right?
Yeah, just a stupid cat.
But I don't know how to... It's locked. Where are they? Are they downstairs?
Did you get the thing lit up?
Oh, no, it's not. Hector Whelan Monday.
So where do we light it up at? That's my question. I didn't see anything downstairs. Silver Spring University Science and Medicine. This is to certify that Hector Whelan Mundane has been awarded a degree of Bachelor of Science in Psychology. May 2020, 1988. So this is 35 years old. So where do I turn the power on? Because we didn't see anything downstairs. Right? I hate that I cannot see shit. Like, I know the dark adds to the spookiness level, but make it at least, if you're gonna make it dark, give them better lights. It's locked. Back outside? No. I can't see anything. I don't know how it's looking for you guys, but I'm about to turn up the brightness because I cannot see at all. And I hate turning up the brightness. But his light is so bad. So how are we supposed to turn on the... What am I stuck on? Thank you. There's something I missed upstairs. I literally cannot find anything else. Oh. Gosh, I wish I was feeling a little bit better. Maybe there was supposed to be something I was supposed to look at.
No way.
Oh god, we have to shimmy.
Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down.
Good job, Bubba.
Tampering with the seal is a federal offense.
Well, too bad. I'm like, oh, too bad.
Ow!
Oh, ah. Fuck yes! Woo! Hey, guys! Up here! Kate! Jamie! I'm here!
Don't kill him while I'm not looking. That would be rude.
The hell is that smell? Jesus.
Oh, there you are. I wasn't expecting you. Are you early for a change?
What the fuck is this?
You're a selfish monster. Always have been.
Hey. Who are you?
Well, we both love very scary story. Wow. You read a really scary story all day and all night. Oh, wow. He lived with his mother, but she was very strict. Stop reading that book. And the boy was sick of being told what to do. It's not fair. The book gave him an idea of revenge. Oh, God.
Always right to your favorite page. Predictable little shit. I know you.
Please don't kill Mark.
Oh, thank God. It's only you.
Thank God. Have you seen Mark?
He's all right. He's trying to get that bloody light going.
Mark? Please tell me you can hear me.
Oh, please don't tell me he's dying, getting killed in there.
Mark! I thought I lost you.
Oh god. Quick times. He's so Michael Myers-esque. Well. Boy, you better get going.
What the hell? Oh.
Hands where I can see them, all of you!
Oh, they were
He
murdered.
killed them.
No talking! I said, hands where I can see them!
Thank God you're here. You have to help us.
Until I know what's happening here, no one moves.
Sir! Sir, behind you! The boat!
Seriously, lady?
Yeah. Worse for real.
There, let's go.
Oh god. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know. I get so nervous during these because, like, something you think is the correct idea is usually not the correct idea, but then if you think something, if you go with the opposite, on the other hand, it's like, um, what was I trying to say? I'm so sorry. My phone went off because I got an achievement. That scared me. You always think that the good idea is can just be as just as dangerous as a dumb idea, or vice versa. So it's really hard to make up my mind on this section because I think this is the last of it. I think this is literally the last. So everything I choose from this point is very, very, very. Okay. So, here goes nothing. We're gonna just do it.
Get his gun!
Grab the pepper spray. Okay.
Come on. This way.
Okay.
This should work.
I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of quick times here.
Alright,
So
working.
let's.
Starter cord. There. Work, damn it!
Hey, Connie. Good to see you, boy. Come on.
Come on!
Here it comes.
Just work! Go!
Nothing's ever this easy, so I'm prepared. Okay, let's get ready. Nothing is ever this easy, especially in these games.
We did it.
Barely. I'll take it.
We have to call the police.
Aim for the lights. You know, I've just had a great idea for series 2.
All that's missing is a big final twist.
Don't say that.
Good luck finding a host for that bullshit. I'm out.
I'm just glad I'm in one piece.
Hang on!
Good job, Connie. Good job, Connie. Man, times. Quick times. Okay, who am I switching to now? Mark. Okay, Mark. Oh, we're gonna switch to Kate.
No!
Mark. Oh God. This is so fucking tense. how did everybody live is the question.
If that song doesn't put a smile on your face, I don't know what will. We have a non-stop block of your favorite classic rock after this break.
No damn commercials. Ugh. Oh, shoot. Shit! And I looked up, and there they were just in the middle of the flipping road, waving their hands and arms like
Where's
a bunch
Connie?
of crazies.
And where you coming in from?
Fort Wayne. Been driving since 3 a.m.
Early start.
Well, I was trying to get into the port by 8.
Oh,
Probably not gonna make that now, am I?
I'd say likely not.
the happier ending is the dog makes it off the island.
You know what? I think I'm gonna see about that studio in Brooklyn. See if I can make it work. After this, starting over feels like a good idea.
Yeah. Just promise me you'll tell me how it goes.
Only if you promise to keep giving me unsolicited advice.
Count on it.
So, probably not the right time to ask this, but
Oh God, what?
are we like, are we a thing?
Dude, trauma bonding is legit hot. Fuck yes, we're a thing. Hey, I think you dropped this when you were running for your life back there.
Wait, did he poison it? Did we just both die? You better not steal me of my happy ending, bro.
Need a smoke, buddy?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm trying to quit.
Oh, he thought about it though. He thought about it though. Well, everybody made it alive. And the dog made it off the island. That's the more important part right there. That's the most important part. Oh, it's my man! The best part of the game! Why is he mad? Why are you mad? Wait, what's happening? Wait, what's happening?
Oh, you're here. All good things must come to an end, but how good was the end for our crew? Hats off for keeping all of them alive. That's so rewarding for you. Has the experience changed them? Kate had a secret. She was traumatized by something that happened a long time ago, but she faced the thing she was most afraid of in the whole world and survived. Jamie learned that she had to trust other people and work with them, and to care for them. Mark had to stop waiting for people to tell him what to do. He had to make his own way in the world. Erin showed everyone that though she might be easily spooked, she found immense courage when she needed it the most. And it took courage to act on the feelings she had for Jamie. And Charlie finally understood that leadership is more than ordering the team around. He had to treat them as equals and let them take the lead when the time was right. I'll tackle the paperwork in the morning. Can you find your own way out? It was, as always, enlightening. I have no doubt we'll meet again in the future. Farewell.
But he's not happy. He's not happy I kept everybody alive. Uh-oh. What is he up to? Because he's here. He didn't die. Yeah. Like he didn't die.
The chain of events are still unclear at this point in time. What we can confirm is that a little after 7:30, a truck driver was flagged down to render aid. The police were called and quickly arrived on scene. The injured are part of a film crew, Lonnet Entertainment, the team behind the Architects of Murder docuseries.
Fuck, man.
It seems
I
as
like
though
that show.
they got a little too close to their subject material. Thankfully for them, the nightmare is finally over.
Holy shit. Remember how my video went viral?
How could we forget? You bring it up every chance you get.
Just listen to this. I got enough views to win a competition. What did you win? An all-expense paid trip to an island resort for 5.
Now I'm interested.
Yeah, Mr. Dumet says they're gonna send a limo and everything. This is gonna be so much fun.
Oh my god, that's the Lizzie Borden house. I recognize that house anywhere. That picture in the lower corner is the Lizzie Borden kitchen, or living room, where the family, the mother and the stepfather was murdered.
Oh,
Oh, the good song in the barbershop quartet.
Oh, what is this I cannot see with icy hands taking hold of me? Oh, death and death none can excel. I open the doors to heaven and hell. Yes, I have come to get your soul and leave your body and leave it cold.
I love it. I love the music of this one.
Flesh from on your frame, the earth and worm both have their claim. I said, oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another eve? I said, oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another Eve?
I'm looking to see if I can put this one on my Spotify. I didn't know if this
Now
was...
death, if this is true, please
because
give
I
me
have
time
the
to
other
reason
one.
With you. From time to time you heard and saw, so close your eyes.
I like this. It's actually... I don't know if I like this one better.
I'll lock your jaw so you can talk. I'll fix your feet so you can
not me, sitting here seeing if I can add a soundtrack song to my Spotify playlist.
Your eyes so you can see this very hour. Now come with me. I said, oh death, oh death, won't you spare me over to another Eve? I said, oh death, oh death, won't you spare me over to another Eve?
Is this really from...
Now
no,
death, now
this can't be
death,
from...
please give me time to
Is it really
fix
from
my
old...
and
Oh, Brother,
change
Where Art
my
Thou? That's why I've heard it before.
Your heart is fixed, your mind is brought.
Ah.
I have your shackles to drag you down.
I really hope we get another one.
Too late, too late.
I know that there's a VR one.
My dawn is fixed.
But I don't know how well I would handle VR with my motion sickness.
As long as God in
but I think I'd have so much fun playing VR. I'd probably actually get scared, to be honest.
I said, oh, death, oh, death,
I do like the song though.
won't you spare me over to another Eve? I said, oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another Eve?
Oh, I love it. So this officially has moved up. House of Ashes is dead last. And I don't care that there was so many bad reviews for this game. It was a lot of fun. The end was a little bit of a letdown. I thought it would be a little bit more quick times. But am I happy about that? Because the quick times always stress me out. So it's one of those, like... And it was a good story all the way. And I'm sure there was stuff I missed. Secrets I missed. That means that next time we go through it, we'll have to play the Everybody Dies run. I don't know if Little Hope, we're gonna try for Everyone Lives. I have not got that in. No, I did get that ending. So whatever ending we end up with is fine. I think I've gotten the Everyone Lives. I know the first time we played it, one character died, so maybe we'll do the Everyone Dies. Be a quick game. Be a quick game. But yeah, I love these games. They're very good. I loved Until Dawn, so when another game series came out that was like Until Dawn, I was excited. I haven't played Chant. I do have that on my list to play. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard that it's really good, and I've heard that it's really bad. But like I said, I heard that this one was mostly bad, that I was going to be really disappointed. And I actually really, really enjoyed that. I wouldn't have streamed for 7 hours on the first day if I didn't enjoy it. Because like House of Ashes, I think I broke it up into like almost 2 weeks because I was so bored. So... And not that the House of Ashes was bad or anything. It just wasn't a scary level to me. Not like this was. There was more tight spaces. And like I said, to every horror game. Because I play a lot. I play a lot off stream. I send games to other people. If you're gonna make a dark section, that's fine. I don't care. If you're gonna make it dark to set the mood. But give them a little bit better flashlights. They don't have to be much better, just a little bit better. Because I literally, that covered a big section and I still couldn't see. Like, dark is great, don't get me wrong. It adds to the scare level, but it also adds to the annoyance level. So you gotta balance your scare level with your annoyance level. If you play through it and you start getting annoyed by how dark it is because you're running into walls and you can't see anything, it's too dark. Like, because you could have a scary ass game, but if the annoyance level's higher than the scary part, then
This is Commander Stafford.
Oh,
Forward reconnaissance vessel
what?
Cassiopeia. After successfully rendezvousing with a curved marker, we have detached the booster ring and spread the high as we make our final approach to Tau Ceti F.
Is
The
this
ship
the next
has
one?
suffered a hull impact, but damage is minimal, and our
Or is this
technicians
the
are
VR
restoring full functionality.
This is Thomas Carter. Something's wrong with Sims. She's trying to kill me. I think...
Our next transmission will be broadcast from orbit around humanity's future home. Stafford out.
What? Season 2 premiere. Wait. What? Oh, look at how many more we didn't get. Yeah, see, we missed a lot of secrets. Hi, big guy. Unlocked by finding silver frame secrets. Oh. Oh, and then we unlocked everybody's. And see, we still had a lot. Oh, I like that. So that's what we were getting all those little things for. Ooh. What is this? Oh.
Torture chambers, secret passageways, vats of acid, and deadly vaults. In 1895, Chicago police unearthed horrific evidence of torture and multiple murders at the sprawling castle of H.H. Holmes. Masquerading under the guise of
There's the
caring
man
doctor,
himself.
kind husband, and prominent businessman, H.H. Holmes was a contemporary monster, designing his buildings solely for the disposal of human bodies. Torture Doctor, Monster of 63rd Street. H.H. Holmes was America's first serial killer. Just south of Chicago, the suburb of Inglewood was thriving with commerce. The train station itself had 9 leading lines of railway and over 100 trains stopping there every day. No other suburb of Chicago had this luxury.
Dr. Henry Howard Holmes. A pleasure to meet you.
Arriving in Chicago, Holmes finds work immediately at the E.S. Holton drugstore, located at the southeast corner of 63rd and Wallace in Englewood. Several months later, Everett Holton dies of supposed natural causes. Then Claire Holton, his wife, disappears after selling the drugstore to Holmes. Owning the drugstore, Holmes had a steady flow of cash. He would often purchase and resell goods and properties under his numerous aliases. In addition to scamming creditors, Holmes obtained his funds from other phony inventions, such as a mineral water elixir, which in reality was obtained from the city's water supply. 1888, Holmes secures a lease on the vacant property across the street from the drugstore, the southwest corner of 63rd and Wallace. It is here that Holmes will make his horrific dreams come true. He will construct a building for which the entire world will remember him.
Fantasies start very young. And so what he did then was he took a step furtherance of his fantasies to make it reality. And probably, if we had done a little bit of investigation back then, we would have seen things like his plans, but not just plans for a building, because we'd expect to see architectural plans, but plans for his torture rooms.
For the suburb of Englewood, the building Holmes is erecting at 63rd and Wallace is a massive construction project. Day after day, passers-by stop to gaze at the spectacle of the many laborers working together to create a magnificent new edifice in their neighborhood. Englewood residents were so impressed with the massive building that they named it the Castle. From its outward appearance, it seemed rather normal. But like the duality of Holmes, the exterior and interior of the building were extremely different.
Holmes himself was the architect of the building. He was the only one who knew its design. There was this constant turnover of workers on the building. He would hire a mason to put in a wall and then fire the guy, or hire somebody to put in part of a staircase and then fire him. And there seemed to be several very sinister reasons behind that. One was he managed not to pay a lot of these people because he was always claiming that they were doing incompetent work. But the other, much more insidious reason was that no one except him really had a clear idea of what the structure of the interior of the house was.
I don't know how long this is.
He had a huge bank vault installed in one of the rooms. And the way he did it was he put the vault in first while the building was under construction, and then built the room around it. And he bought this thing on credit and then refused to pay for it. The bank company said they were going to repossess the vault. Holmes said, well, come on in and do, but if you damage my building in any way, I'm going to sue you for everything you're worth.
The bottom floor of the castle housed a pharmacy, jewelry store, barber shop, restaurant, and a blacksmith shop. Behind this innocent facade was a Gothic house of horrors designed by the mind of a monster. The third floor seemed innocent enough, containing rented rooms, legitimate offices, and Holmes's own bedroom.
This is actually really fascinating. I like stuff like this, but then again...
But it was the second floor that contained 35 rooms, many specifically designed as killing chambers. Disorienting unsuspecting victims, the labyrinthian construction contained numerous staircases and doorways that led nowhere. For a quick method of hiding a victim's body, a concealed greased chute and trapdoor led directly into the basement of the castle.
That's why it's so, like, how many people did he actually kill? Is the main part, because for this much construction, and he was only convicted of 27, I do believe. I think it was 27, if I'm remembering correctly.
The basement held the most terrifying rooms, resembling a medieval torture dungeon. Acid vats, quicklime pits, and a crematorium disguised as a glass-bending furnace were Holmes's favorite methods of immediate body disposal.
Right, because... So his count could have been well up there. It's the souvenirs that get him. Taking the whole fucking leg. It's the souvenirs.
After cleaning and mounting their bones, Holmes would profit from his victims by selling their skeletons to local medical schools and universities. Holmes would make a killing in Chicago, financially and literally.
Sorry, narrator, I didn't mean to cut you off there. I feel like I'm at a museum watching this. I love it.
May 1st, 1893, the world's Columbian Exposition is open to the public in Chicago. Spanning 600 acres, sprawled out along beautiful Lake Michigan, the magnificent fair is a monumental sight to behold.
To go to.
Over 20 million people from around the world would attend the dazzling World's Fair between May 1st and October 30th, 1893. Holmes utilizes the World's Fair as the perfect opportunity to capitalize on his demented design of the castle. Located only a few miles from the World's Fair, Holmes's castle was perfect lodging for tourists. Holmes decides to rent rooms to visitors of the fair. He entirely renovates the upper floors of the castle, bringing in the most modern furnishings and luxuries, all purchased on credit, which Holmes had no intention of repaying. In addition to placing newspaper ads for rooms to rent, Holmes visited the fair with several of Benjamin Peitzel's children, preying on elderly women who flaunted their wealth, making sure he invited them back to the castle for a warm night's stay in a soft bed.
They're not calling their relatives, telling them where they're at. They just know that they're going to Chicago to see the Columbian Exposition. Perfect victims, because they're unknown in the city. Their relatives, wherever they came from, know that they were coming to Chicago, and they never came back. Now, how do you start to find them? They don't even know where they stayed. Perfect, easy victims. I'm sure some of them got in and out of his place with no problem. And others, they walked in and they never checked out.
Some of the rooms had been completely lined with asbestos to make them soundproof.
Hidden in Holmes's office was a master control panel which connected to gas lines leading into airtight sleeping chambers. Holmes would lead his victims into the rooms, lock them in,
You didn't think you'd come to my stream for an education,
and turn on the gas.
I think the more terrifying thing is
asphyxiating
was a
them
real
while
person.
watching their demise.
Let me out! Holmes, let me out, please! Holmes!
A real person did this.
Holmes, please!
At the height of the World's
Sounds like it
Fair,
should be made
Holmes
out of a
masterfully juggles his castle
Mastermind.
businesses, renting rooms, dodging creditors, selling skeletons, and attending to the needs of the many women in his life.
Yes, lots of women in his life. Lots.
I have had many young ladies in my employ, most of whom are still living in and about Chicago, whose parents and friends know only too well that far from being their seducer, I have done much to materially help them in their narrow lives.
Being a personable, attractive
fall?
young doctor and businessman, Holmes won the hearts of many women throughout his life. At one point, Holmes managed to secretly have 3 wives, each never knowing of the others. In 1890, Julia Connor became Holmes's employee and mistress, living at the castle with her daughter Pearl. When she became pregnant and demanded marriage, Holmes agreed on the condition that she allowed him to perform an abortion on her. She agreed. Neither Julia nor her daughter Pearl were ever seen again. Just a week later, Holmes sold a clean, articulated skeleton to the Hahnemann Medical College for nearly $200. In 1892, Holmes acquired another mistress, Emmeline Sigrand, and employed her as private secretary. Holmes sent Emmeline into the vault to retrieve some papers and sealed it, suffocating her to death. Several weeks later, the University of Chicago acquired a female skeleton from Dr. Holmes. In 1893, Minnie Williams became Holmes's new private secretary and eventually his mistress. Minnie was the beneficiary of a property in Fort Worth, Texas, valued at over $40,000. Holmes murdered Minnie and her younger sister Nanny after having Minnie sign over the Fort Worth property to him. In 1894, Georgiana Yoke became Holmes's 3rd wife. He married her under the name Henry Mansfield Howard. Like his other legitimate wives, Georgiana lived out her entire life. On July 19, 1895, Chicago police enter the Holmes castle. The world would now learn of the horrors that the castle had kept secret for so very long. As disoriented detectives and police searched the upper floors of the castle, the true depths of Holmes's evil were waiting in the basement.
Forgive me, I had to get up for a second while we were watching this. My mother has decided she wanted to take a bath. We have not done a bath before without her leg, so she has me a little stressed out. A little bit stressed out. But we're gonna finish this because this is really cool.
Among the death devices in the basement of the castle, investigators find piles of mixed human and animal bones, bloody women's undergarments, and a wooden dissection table saturated with dried blood.
Can you imagine stumbling upon this? How horrifying that would have been. Probably absolutely fucking horrified.
Chicago police were inundated with names of people reported missing from the World's Fair. 50 missing people were eventually traced to the Castle of Horrors, The evidence, blood and bones found in the basement posed a problem for 19th century criminal investigative techniques.
It was very difficult to go and identify even the bones as being human in origin, because with the very small fragments, you didn't have enough of the identifying characteristics to be able to make that ID.
The world is now calling Holmes the monster of 63rd Street, torture doctor, and the modern Bluebeard.
He is.
Overnight, Holmes transforms from arch swindler to arch fiend. A Chicago journalist calls Holmes a multi-murderer.
Because we have, here in Idaho,
The Holmes case generated this incredible amount of national attention and really international attention. Really in his own time, and in America, Holmes was much more notorious and more widely known than Jack the Ripper, who was a contemporary of his. Then as now, people were very, very fascinated to sort of visit the sites of these terrible crimes, and his castle became a kind of tourist site, and there were various people who were going to want to take it over and turn it into a kind of murder museum. And then, just before some impresario was about to make it again into this tourist attraction, it burnt down. Somebody burnt it down. I mean, it could have been, who knows, some outraged citizen who didn't want this to become some very morbid tourist attraction.
I wish it would have still remained, because I think they could have figured out how many people he actually murdered.
Holmes's trial was kind of the O.J. Simpson trial of the day. It just generated this huge amount of publicity. The case had become a kind of national obsession. Of course, there wasn't CNN or Court TV back then, so it couldn't be covered quite as relentlessly, but it was covered very, very extensively. There were true crime books and pamphlets and all kinds of stuff. And Holmes himself had become a sort of folk figure almost, you know, the sort of national boogeyman.
The courtroom fills for the final verdict to be read. Holmes becomes extremely nervous when not one of the jury members looks at him.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
In his entire criminal career, this is the moment Holmes never believed would occur.
Yeah, because most murderers have that high sense.
He is found guilty of murder in the first degree. Herman Webster Mudgett, alias H.H. Holmes, would be hanged on May 7th, 1896.
While Holmes was in jail, awaiting the execution of the sentence, he was made an offer by William Randolph Hearst, supposedly for a significant amount of money, to provide his confessions. Holmes, who had already issued about a half a dozen completely self-contradictory versions of his crimes, clearly at this point felt he had nothing to lose. He was going to die anyway. In this confession, he did a complete about-face and portrayed himself as the worst monster who ever lived. He just basically confessed to every crime anybody had ever suspected him of, and threw in a few more for good measure.
He's reliving the fantasies after the fact now. He's reliving the fantasies of things that he did.
Which pretty much like
She was very willing to do this, and prepared to leave the vault upon completing the letter, only to learn that the door would never again be opened until she had ceased to suffer the tortures of a slow and lingering death. The partial excavation in the walls of this room found by the police was caused by Latimer's endeavoring to escape by tearing away the solid brick and mortar with his unaided fingers.
Could you imagine?
I closed the door and turned on both the oil and steam to their full extent. In a short time, not even the bones of my victim remained. It was the footprint of Nanny Williams that was found upon the painted surface of the vault door, made during her violent struggles before death. Only one difficulty presented itself. It was necessary for me to kill him in such a manner that no struggle or movement of his body should occur. I overcame this difficulty by first binding him hand and foot, and having done this, I proceeded to burn him alive by saturating his clothing and his face with benzene and igniting it with a match. As soon as he had ceased to breathe, I cut his body into pieces, and by the combined use of gas and corn cobs, proceeded to burn it with as little feeling as though it had been some inanimate object. I immediately took them to the Vincent Street house and compelled them to get within the large trunk, through the cover of which I had made a small opening and ended their lives by connecting the gas with the trunk.
You really like to visit us.
Then came the opening of the trunk and the
much
viewing of their little blackened and distorted faces. Then the digging of their shallow graves in the basement of the house. The ruthless stripping off of their clothing and the burial without a particle of covering save the cold earth. I am convinced that since my imprisonment, I have changed woefully and gruesomely from what I was formerly in feature and figure. My features are assuming a pronounced satanical cast. My head and face are gradually assuming an elongated shape. I believe fully that I am growing to resemble the devil.
This is so cool. I wish more games that took from historical reference would do stuff like this. This is so cool. To me, it's very cool. Probably not to everybody else, but to me, it is very cool.
On the gallows, just before he died, he recanted. He claimed that the confession that he had published was a complete fabrication.
The extent of my wrongdoing in the taking of human life consists in contriving the killing of 2 women that have died at my hands as a result of criminal operations. That is all I have to say.
H.H. Holmes is hanged on Thursday, May 7th, 1896, just 9 days before his 35th birthday. At 10:25 a.m., he is pronounced dead.
He was very concerned that after his execution, his body would be dug up either by medical men seeking to dissect his brain and find out what made him tick, or just ghoulish sort of, souvenir hunters. And he requested that he be buried within a big slab of concrete, which he actually was. One of the things about Holmes is that nobody knows for sure how many people he actually killed. Although in my researches, which were pretty, I feel, thorough and extensive, it seemed very clear to me that he murdered at least 9 people. There have been stories that he killed 50, 100, countless people, particularly in Chicago at the height of the World's Fair.
But no proof to back it. Everything was destroyed.
How many people did Holmes actually murder? Most likely, no one will ever know. Holmes and the many other people that came in contact with him are long gone, having taken the answers with them to their graves.
I was born with the devil in me. I could not help the fact that I was a murderer no more than the poet can help the inspiration to sing. I was born with the evil one standing as my sponsor beside the bed where I was ushered into the world. And he has been with me since.
Made more money killing. How many have they insured? That was cool. That was cool. That was a good little documentary for that. That was a good summary. That's really cool. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll switch to the letter. That was cool though. Does it show what's coming? No, it doesn't show us. Oh. Yeah, there's supposed to be 8 games in total. Alright, so I'll switch over to the letters, so give me just a second, and I will switch games.